Edinburgh, Volume 2. Who stole Edinburgh's gloves? Captain, there's an issue. Calm down, Edinburgh. What's going on? My hands, look. I don't understand. My gloves, they've gone. Did you lose them? No, they were stolen. Please help me find out what numpty did it. Okay, I will. Just calm down. Do you have any suspects? Where was the last place you saw them? No, but with your help, I know we can find the culprit. That's got to be annoying. Only feels like only yesterday I gave them to you. Nobody's said anything, have they? Surely you don't mean... No, I don't mean the M word. If you hear anything about the gloves, tell me right away. Priorities, Edinburgh. Keep those hands warm. If I don't, those witches are getting a nice cold jab direct to the face. All I'm saying is, you're the most heavily armed vessel. I know I am, but the answer's still no. But just think of the advantages. I'm already one of the strongest in my class. I mean, Cravens, and they named my subclass after me. What's going on in here? Maybe the captain will do better. With what? She's complaining about her lost gloves affecting her performance. I told her quantity could make up for quality. You're not outfitting me with more weapons. What's wrong with the ones I have? But think of how much faster this war could go. The Royal Navy and its engineers decide that. We've got a nice balance between speed and firepower. Adding more armaments would endanger that. It could give us a boost in battle. But the possibilities. We can debate the merits of my armaments when I'm throwing back torpedo cocktails in the dry dock. For now, I have a way you can help. Right, I'll keep an eye out for your gloves. Captain, we have to talk about your diet. What's wrong with my diet? Well, you eat meat, and I respect that, but, no I don't. I think we can supplement it with something even healthier. What's that? Spinach. I have a can of it right here. Spinach. Yes! Really? I'm not sure I follow. Without a doubt. Now, you should try some. I guess it wouldn't hurt to have some. But I can't help but think there's an ulterior motive. It's a superfood. Can't a Belle be interested in her captain's health? Well, you don't strike me as a Fimble theatre fan. Fine. I'm not exactly quality without my gloves. You need to pick up the slack. I'll help you look for them, Edinburgh. We can discuss the spinach when we're not under attack. Captain, I have a lead. On what? On the traitor who stole my gloves. Traitor is a strong word. I'm a strong bell. No dispute there. Now, science. I keep my gloves among my primary stack of books. 3 crew have seen my collection and borrowed a book. And I've been acting strange lately. Who are the suspects? Finch, Roger, and Mac. All of them are prime candidates for stealing my gloves. Are you sure your gloves were stolen? All of this sounds crazy. Alright, where do we start? I'll do some investigating on my own first. I'll come to you when I get a lead. Just try to stay out of trouble. Don't worry, Captain. I'm the strongest in my class. That's exactly what concerns me. I'm not talking Kench here. You want to get stronger, right? Of course. And you want to save on supplies for the ship, right? Right. So it's a win-win. A win-win? What's a win-win? Causing trouble? Trying to get the crew to eat healthier? And I've got you to thank for it. What's good for a captain is good for the crew. The bell was telling me about how good spinach is for you. I'm still skeptical about it, that. It really is healthy. You and I are splitting a can the next meal. First to finish gets thrown over the other's shoulder. Ah, you're on. Probably would have obliged if you framed it in that way. So cold. Edinburgh, you've been drinking tea non-stop. I can feel the warmth radiating from you. That's because I've got no gloves to hold it in. Distract me, Captain. You have a favourite holiday? I'm a fan of Christmas. Halloween is always fun. Any excuse for a big meal, really. Dressing up is fun. Bit odd how the Americans combined it with begging for sweets. Personally, I like New Year's. Really? I didn't expect that. I love what it's about. Trying to work on improving yourself, setting your own goals, and trying to prosper. Do you have any resolutions you want for when the time comes? Somehow I can never quite internalize them. Well, that changes now. You've got me to hold you accountable. From other bells, that might concern me. But you're so damn positive today I can't help but be reassured. If I just jinxed us both, I apologise profusely. Nah, danger, Captain. Blame the witches. Captain, help me question this suspect. They're still looking for the one who stole your gloves. Yes, you do remember the names of the suspects, right? Finch, Roger, and Mac. Things are looking up. There's Finch now. Oi, Finch. Yes, ma'am? The captain would like a word. Edinburgh. Captain? What do you know about Edinburgh's missing gloves? Have you been busy lately? Seen any gloves lying around? Gloves, where are they? I did notice she hasn't been wearing them. Were they stolen? Were they indeed? Let me take it from here, Captain. Now, I believe it was you who borrowed my copy of Ivanhoe. That and nothing else. We'll have to table this. I'm watching you. Anything funny and I'm challenging you to a spinach eating contest. Spinach? I don't understand. You're better off that way, trust me. Strike one from the list of suspects. Finch? Yep. Plus you return my book I let him borrow. Go on for romances, Finch. Let's so for getting thrown around. Oh. That spinach I will have him feeding like that spinach I have him that spinach will have him feeling new in no time. But one step closer to finding out who stole my gloves. Are you sure you didn't just lose them, Edinburgh? You're lucky to have such a big crew. So what's next? I've checked everywhere, Captain. I know for a fact I didn't misplace them. And what happens if we find the person responsible? Well, my poor little hands will freeze. And? I won't be able to be at my best in battle, Captain. And I really, really like those gloves. You got me. That's the crux of it. Pretend our enemies stole them. Built our idea. Next time there's a spent barrel lying around, we'll have ourselves a proper cable toss. Captain, am I interrupting? No, not at all. We're just about to head to lunch with Edinburgh. I made the captain a delicious spinach pie. I see. Mind if we discuss this somewhere? Mind if we discuss something in private, Captain? I don't mind. I'll meet you in the mess, Edinburgh. Okay. Look, we've got to talk about an incoming food shortage. A food shortage? How? We usually don't get low on food supplies at sea. There. We usually don't get low on food until supplies at sea happens. It's too soon to be low. What do you propose we do? Unless you get Edinburgh to stop changing the crew's tastes, then we'll be down to just meat and potatoes. I had a feeling this would be an issue. Next time I get a chance, I'll talk to her. Thank you, Captain. Everything well sorted, Captain? Damn, I could actually go for some spinach right now. I've been keeping some on me. Come on, we'll split this can before battle. Fine, but no shoulder throws. Multiple enemies inbound, Captain. How many more garners? A few. We need a course of action, Captain. Keep the heat. Excuse me? That's the idea. I'm not sure what that means. Keep the heat. It's a Scottish saying that means stay calm, don't get upset. Sometimes I wonder if you're just making these things up. Well, Captain, I distilled a sense of Scott. I'm a distilled essence of Scott. Anyway, do as Edinburgh said. Stay calm. We can do this. Oh, that was too close. Don't tell me it's because I said. Wasn't going to say it. We've been working on that. Edinburgh, a moment. Sure, Captain. What do you need? It's about the food situation. Ah, danger. The crew's been eating healthy. Look, just take it easy with that, okay? We're low on food because of this. I know, and you've got to stop the healthy initiative. The meals won't balance at this rate. Try to make the food last until a resupply, okay? I thought I'd missed something. And after I made that fish about the selection not being diverse enough. I'm sorry, Captain, I didn't know. I didn't either until one of the officers told me. I've been right skyrocket about this whole thing. Ever since I figured out spinach is a true food. A what now? Well, not spinach directly. You can tell a lot about someone once they're staring down the shoulder throw from a bell. Finch actually told me everything I need to know right after. I finished half of the can. It was flat on his back for the rest of the day. A promise is a promise. Detailing Bell wrote to me again. She's loving all of the books. I think I'll one day be discussing Stevenson with an actress girl. You've had a lot of letters lately. Lively debate. A thriving membership. I was surprised how many of us signed on. Bored me and otherwise. I'm glad that it's bringing some of the bells closer. We need that at times like these. What are you thinking of reading next? Just glad to help. You're too modest, Captain. I know how zealous I can get with recommendations. What did she write to you about? She loves the stories about the heroes rising to leadership from nothing. Some stories really are universal. In the end, for the life of me, I'll never understand the way some of those girls get there. Well, it's a book club, not a debate team. Oh, all art's political, Captain. We've got to keep it civil, mostly. You know, Captain, I've been thinking. About what? Well, you know how much I love celebrating a victory. I do. I hear you and the crew yelling from the cafeteria out of pure joy. They sing and you come barging into my quarters with a drink. We should really do something special after one of these victories. We don't already? What do you have in mind? Is this about the bathhouse again? No. Oh, by the by. No. I'm going to throw a proper Scottish party. Your parties aren't already Scottish? Torpedo cocktails, Highland dancing lessons, card games, everything. I'm not sure torpedo cocktails are specifically Scottish. Every culture's touchstone starts somewhere. A good torpedo cocktail is a stone well worth touching. Touching a stone? Isn't that how they crowned the kings in Scotland? You'll certainly feel royal after a few cocktails in you. I'll send you a list of what we'll need. I'll say. You need to clear all your galley activities with me after your spinach stunt. What a right scunner in bureaucracy. Scurry is worse. Let's move to engage. Or scurvy is worse. Let's move to engage. I had no idea you were part of the Church of Scotland. Oh, aye. You are full of surprises. You skinny man linky log legs. Take it easy, or I'll give you a scrumped lung. Are you two having a disagreement? What did I walk into? On your bikes, you reprobates. The whole ship is having it. Is he even except the two of you? Just some friends discussing their beliefs. Right, then out. Out with before the captain goes heavy reg. Not the sort of things to come across in a letter, is it? The international cruise are a grand thing, Captain. But there's nothing quite like hearing familiar brogue. It's nice to run into a piece of home. I also learned he's no glove thief. But we were down to 2 names on your list. I never pass up the opportunity for knowledge. Who knows how long it takes for the truth-seeking properties of spinach to wear off. I caught you in a paranoid mood. A bit. Light some witches on fire with me. That ought to clear things up. Next suspect, presenting Mac, also known as the Glove Napper. Potential Glove Napper. I don't have time for this. Sit, Captain. Begin the questioning. Look, if he has work to do. Question. The honour of my gloves is at stake. Sorry about this, but have you seen Edinburgh's gloves? You can get booked back to Wood once you tell us the location of her gloves. Gloves, now. Look, I don't know what. Objection. All I know is I heard about gloves from one of the other crew members. From whom? Roger. Another one of the suspects. Can I go? Answer me this. What did Hume consider the main problem with philosophy as his discipline? What? Summarize it. Haha. He advocated an empirical approach to central human nature. Every science, don't throw me. And don't worry, you're clean. First go at the cocktails, next time, eh? Aye. You're either too perceptive or not perceptive enough. Spinach, remember? Besides, he did do the reading. Oh, thank God I need the exercise. Might warm your hands up again. I'll learn to fight without my gloves. It'll take me longer to learn to like it. Captain, let's party. We really crush the enemies this time. Have a few minutes free, sure. Bam, torpedo cocktails. Congratulations, Captain. On what? On leading such a great campaign against the enemy. We've won so many battles. Wouldn't have been so victorious if it wasn't for the ship in both her forms, Edinburgh. That is true. Well, we both have our thanks, I guess. A toast. Long may your rum reek. You too. Water for me, thanks. Excellent, Mahaf. Excellent. Never thought I'd hear Gaelic in the high seas. This is great. Excitement after a battle in the day's duty. Your witches brew to the grease the wheels. I'm surprised the culprit hasn't outed himself. I'll leave off the investigations at time like these, Captain. It's scared to the crew. Oh, your gloves aren't sacred to you? Oh, aye. But there's one of me and 700-odd crew. I can deal with an annoyance, however annoying. I won't have everyone waiting for an interrogation during a party. Just every other time. All their own duty. They know what they signed up for. Do they? They learned quick. Do our crew. Oh my god, reading is getting really hard for me. Finally! I have a feeling that the list's last suspect is the culprit. You really want those gloves, don't you? You think so? What happens if it's a dead end? Then I'm requesting even more spinach. So what happened after you spoke with Mac? I talked to him about what the gloves meant to me, and he was shocked at how someone could do such a thing. And? He tried to help me in any way he could. You sure this is about the gloves, Edinburgh? I'm sure a Belle has to fight like pure dead madwoman for what's hers. Yes or no? Yes and no. Look, the party has to be special. More so than usual? We need to really let loose. We can't afford to go crazy. But we have to. The captain will understand. What's going on, you two? Hello, Captain. Speak of the devil. Captain, I need advice on how we should throw the party. What is it this time? We haven't fully discussed this yet, Edinburgh. You're the bell. It's a work in progress. We can throw the party soon, okay? Yay, let me be in charge of organising it. That was never up for debate. Oh, just you wait, Captain. They'll be drinking and cable tossing and flinting. Flitting? Ritual insults, all in good fun. I have a lead, Captain. This about the gloves again? How did you know? Anyway, I know where Roger is. Don't just interrogate him, okay? Finally, this mystery is coming to a close. The sooner we get this done, the better. I'll take it easy this time, Captain. Are you sure that he has them? Positive. Then promise we won't harass our shipmates anymore. If there's one thing I can respect, Captain, it's proportion. The minute I catch the culprit is the minute I stop turning myself upside down in search for the gloves. Do me a favour and repeat what you just said. Can't hear. Pack of M-words approaching. I almost have the party ready, Captain. The party? Oh, right. I've got the haggis and mead all lined up. All we need is lessons in Highland dancing firmly in mind. You can't eat haggis, you're a vegetarian. Mead? I wonder what was fermenting in my closet. As long as you don't ask me to teach. It's for a good cause, Captain. You'll have the space back after we're through. I think the crew will appreciate the gesture. I hope they do. It's the least I can do after such a tear of this past little while. There's no way you could be more of a terror than the enemy. Oh, but there is, in many ways. In fact, if I hear from some of the book club girls is any indication, Command will practice a good look in the other way when it comes to us. Is this about the Axis girls again? Yes and no. I could tell you stories about my sisters that would have you begging for spinach. Our last suspect in the missing gloves case, Roger, please enter the captain's quarters. Hello, Captain. Now, I have a simple question to ask you, Roger. Where are my gloves? Your gloves? I don't know. Are you nervous about something? If you know something, please tell us. Look, I'm getting tired of this. Where are the gloves? It was supposed to be a secret. Spit it out. I have them, I admit it. So you're the reason Edinburgh has been stuffing us with spinach. What? You can explain your actions in a trial. It'll be a small, quick process in the captain's quarters. You better come back for with a good reason. Okay. Case closed. So it would seem. I'll just phase into his quarters and take them back. That still doesn't tell us why he took them in the first place. Well, case unclosed then. I'll be judge and jury. No executions? No, of course not. No shoulder rolls either. Oh, aye. You seem awfully happy, Edinburgh. What's going on? Well, you know the Italian bells have been sending me letters. Yes? They sent me a little carving of a four-leaf clover. That's incredibly sweet. I want you to have it, Captain. Why? Because you've stood by me through the whole gloves debacle. Thank you, Edinburgh. You can keep it, Edinburgh. You deserve it. I believe I've been reining you in. What did you think I meant, Captain? Tell you the truth, I'm glad for a bit of mystery. I think if this had happened earlier in our tour, well, who knows how I might have reacted. When you were more superstitious. Oh, my beliefs are directly unchanged. Things I won't say, things I'd prefer to wear. But if I'm to choose between the whole crew's respect, if I'm choose between making a whole crew respect my wishes and confiding in someone with the courage to question them, well, my conscience is clear. Unique unquestioning obedience would get boring after a while. Doubtless. Just ask Hume. Captain, have we not hold a trial for my stolen gloves? Oh, Captain, we have to not hold a trial for my stolen gloves. Why? Look. What's this? The crew all pitched in and got me a new pair. They had taken my old pair for size references. That's thoughtful. Because they felt they wanted to thank me for all the great memories I've shared with the crew. I feel awful. Have you talked to them yet? Apologise to them. They know you meant well. Are you going to be okay? I will. I just got to find them. I'll make it up to them, Captain. Did anyone throw you over their shoulder? Leverage is the most important. Leverage is more important than strength. There's nothing a sailor abroad who couldn't be taught. We've got some teaching of our own to do. So, how did it go? How did what go? Apologising to the crew members about your gloves, Edinburgh. They understood. They wanted it to be a surprise for the party. Did he accept your apology? I'm glad it's over. No matter what, everything will be fine. Of course, they apologised too. It was a big misunderstanding. All that's left is to make it up to them. By throwing you. There will be a special guest at the party. I'll teach him how to do a Highland dance. Well, there'll be the special guests at the party. I'll teach them how to do a Highland dance. Alright. And they'll be throwing spinach directly. And there will be throwing. Spinach is strictly voluntary. Get up here, Edinburgh. We've got enemy contacts. Damn. I'm in the middle of preparing the ship's party, Captain. Don't make me blame all of those ships on the horizon coming our way. I'm not inviting them, Edinburgh. I don't like it either, but I'd rather be having fun if I'm honest. Never in 1,000 years crash my party, will they? Quite the shindig. Amazing, right? The decorations, the games, the dancing. It's like the Royal Mile up on deck. How'd you even do all of this? Time and planning. Between terrorizing the crew, our deck is large enough to spread it all around, so we did. Where are the special guests you talked about making it up to? The crew members that you thought stole your gloves? They're over there, Finch, Mac and Roger. I need to teach them how to stand and what to do. And here I thought I'd have the opportunity to throw you around a little. Oh, that can happen any time. What's a little fisticuffs between friends?